it up. Part of the real power of the Studio Detox program is that it's an elimination diet, and it's eliminating certain foods that are irritating to the body or they're common food allergens. So I'm going to teach you how to clean it up. First, we want to eliminate what harms you. There's a very, very powerful connection between what you eat and how you feel. I hope you understand that. If you don't really understand that now, trust me, you will when you get through this Studio Detox program. There are no two bodies that are the same, and therefore no two diet programs work for everyone. The only way to really discover what works for you and your body is to follow an elimination plan. This will help you link different symptoms to different foods. Let me get right into it and tell you what I mean. I want you to avoid these foods for 28 days at minimum. You can certainly continue avoiding these foods. If you just feel like $1,000,000 at the end of this detox program, you can keep on doing it because it means that there were foods that are irritating to your body, stimulating your immune system, causing the symptoms. Symptoms can be stuffy nose and congestion. It can be headaches. It can be low energy. It can be weight gain or water retention, rashes, acne, hot flashes, poor sleeping, poor concentration. There are a million things a million symptoms rather, that are associated with food sensitivity. So this list is derived of common food allergens. What that means is if we were to test everybody for food sensitivity, about 85% of people would be reactive to these particular foods. So these are common food allergens. And you'll see some foods on here that you feel, well, wait a minute. Eggs, for instance. Aren't eggs healthy? Well, they are if you're not reactive to them. So this list is certainly not a judgment against certain foods in particular. This is a common process of eliminating food allergens, things we're commonly sensitive to, and then we add them back one at a time at the end of the program. Once we are in a state of true wellness and we can meet ourselves for the first time quite commonly, you'll see on this list milk, coffee, tea, cocoa, alcohol, soda, fruit drinks, juices, artificial sweeteners, energy drinks, smoothies, bananas, corn, tomato, eggplant, peppers, potato also on this list, eggs, both the whites and the yolks, soy milk, soy cheese, tofu. You can see the list. Dairy, all dairy products. Well, what about yogurt, Doc? Isn't yogurt healthy for me? Well, maybe it is. Certainly sugar yogurt isn't, but what about plain Greek yogurt? It's a very common food to be sensitive to, so we're going to have you eliminate it for the 28 days. Then I'll teach you how to add it back in, and you can see if it's right for you. Certainly anything in a box, bag, or can as a general rule is eliminated. And the reason I say that is because these are packaged processed foods. You know, if you get your spinach already washed and it's organic spinach and it's a bag, of course that doesn't pertain to you. I'm talking anything that isn't fresh, anything that's processed. Lean cuisine, for instance. Yeah, maybe it's chicken and spinach, and those are two allowable foods on the program, but it's processed. It's way processed. So if you're looking at that box, bag, or can, and it has ingredients other than 100% whatever is in it, for instance, 100% organic spinach, or in the case of a raw organic pumpkin that comes in a can, if it has other ingredients than 100% raw organic pumpkin, then it's processed. Then you shouldn't eat it. So please pay attention to the list of foods that we are avoiding. We're going to replenish what heals. So getting rid of those reactive foods is removing an obstacle. Remember, that's the whole crux of this program. We're going to remove obstacles that are challenging for your body, that are stressful for your body, and we're going to flood your body with great nutrition. We're going to replenish what heals. And the healing foods are whole, fresh foods. No boxes, bags, or cans. No processed foods. If nature didn't make it, then don't eat it. If it doesn't exist in its 100% fresh form, then don't eat it. That being said, could you have frozen spinach? Yes, you can. Can you have canned spinach? Boy, I'll tell you, I'd rather you didn't, but it's better than junk food, right? So as long as that canned spinach has just spinach, then, it's better than having a lean cuisine, for instance. It's better than having a packaged, processed meal. So fresh is best, frozen is second, canned if you absolutely have to. You're going to choose from these foods for 28 days. So these are considered superfoods. Superfoods meaning very low glycemic. You have a very stable insulin response to these foods, very dense in nutrients, so either phytonutrients or they're clean proteins, very low in pesticides and problem compounds that we see in common foods. You are not limited to this list of foods. You can refer to the Studio Detox Guidebook. You can refer to the 28-day detox grocery list for some other ideas. There are also recipes that are part of this program. But if you were to stay with the core being these superfoods for the 28 days, you're going to see amazing changes in your body. Not only body composition, not only your weight and your burning fat and building muscle, but how you feel, your level of energy, your quality of sleep, your outlook, your general state of wellness. All of these are tied to the foods that you eat. Trust me, this is going to be a real transformation for you. So the shake that we build this program around is the OptiCleanse Plus Shake. And this is loaded with good liver detoxifying nutrients, energy producing nutrients, metabolism boosters, as well as GI balancing nutrients. You must have this shake as part of your program if you wish to have full benefit. You can drink green tea. You could have a small amount of 100% pomegranate juice. Be careful to check that body. And again, it's in a box, bag, or can, so bottle, make sure that it's 100% pomegranate juice. Limit yourself to less than 4 ounces of that juice daily. The way I like to use it is I'll put it in some seltzer water or carbonated spring water or fresh carbonated waters like San Pellegrino, Perrier, things like that, and I'll add a little bit of pomegranate juice to just make it more interesting. You can make your own vegetable juice. So throw in some greens, some different spices, ginger. You can use some carrots and maybe green apple, cucumber. So that is not a canned vegetable juice, but make your own. Certainly fresh, clean water is incredibly important. There's a detox drink that's in the guidebook that has water, raw organic apple cider vinegar, some lemon, cinnamon, other suggested nutrients, and that is actually a powerful detox drink. You can substitute dairy for unsweetened almond milk, for instance. There's coconut milk and hemp milk, a lot of great alternatives. I want you to limit your fruits to a couple a day. Choose from this list if you can, because these are really dense in nutrients. Vegetables, the greener the better, the more the better. Get really creative with the ways that you put these veggies together. Yes, you can have proteins. I want it to be clean protein, so all organic or free-ranged, 100% grass-fed, no hormones or antibiotics. Super important that if you're going to eat animal flesh, that it be clean. The processed commercial animals that we eat today are a major cause of disease. So animals are not inherently bad for us, nor are eggs inherently bad for us. It's what we've done to commercially process these animals. Fish, same way. We don't want to have farm-raised fish because we're feeding these fish things that they were never meant to eat. We are farming them in a way that is unnatural and that causes a lot of harm to our body when we eat them. So try to choose cold water, deep sea, wild-caught fish. Not always easy to find. Do your best. Nuts and seeds are an excellent source of protein and good healthy fats. Some of the best ones are raw almonds, walnuts, flaxseed, pumpkin seed. You can see there chia seed. A lot of ways to add these nuts into your diet. You can put them in your shake. You can crush them up. I like to use them, raw almonds, for instance, with a little sea salt, maybe even some chia seeds as a breading. I might take some organic free-range chicken, pound it out real thin, roll it around in some coconut oil, and then roll it around in that nut mixture, little sea salt, little pepper, and actually pan-sear it in the coconut oil. That's fabulous. That's a great, great recipe. So get creative with the way that you use these seeds. Herbs and spices, the more the better. Make sure you're reading the container. Make sure that it is truly 100% herb and spice, that there's no sugar in there, that there's no chemicals in there or preservatives. Good healthy fats, extra virgin coconut oil, olive oil, hemp oil, avocado oil. Avocados, fresh avocados, are one of my favorite ways of getting in some good healthy fats. Get creative. Take a look at the grocery list, take a look at the recipes, and have fun with food.